our generation is in a constant hurdle or constant rush to be great. And what I mean by that is that we're constantly trying to outdo one another or outdo ourselves, constantly trying to be better. We're thinking about all the things that we want in our life and all that we want to accomplish. And in a sense, that's good, because it means that we don't accept mediocre. We don't accept, whatever it is that we have. And when you're constantly trying to better yourself, it means that you're open for growth. You're open for success. You're open for being a greater version of yourself, which is great. But it also can harm you and hurt you in the sense that it can make you constantly forget that the timeline that we have in our head, the timeline that we set for ourselves, does not ultimately play out that way. You know that saying, it says it's God's time, not your time. And it's really, really true. And the more that we learn to understand that things come on their own, the whole plan unfolds in its own way. And the quicker that we realize that, the more at ease we'll be, and the easier it'll be to live our life in the present moment. Your future self is always going to be better than your current self, and there's no rush to that. Stop trying to compare yourself to others, which is ultimately harmful as well. If you're constantly chasing your future and you're constantly chasing your future self, your future plans, your future goals, you're gonna gas out, and you're never gonna feel like enough. Because you put yourself on a pedestal that you want yourself here, and you're constantly chasing that, but we forget to realize that we're creating more and more goals. We're creating more and more wants. So we get to here and it's like, okay, well, I want this, and now I want this, and now it's like never ending. And so you're always gonna feel like you're not good enough, but you are good enough. Stop feeling like you have to get to a certain point and that's it. You made it, that's it, that's done, life is over. It's not. Life is a constant uphill battle. Our plans aren't the problem. Our timeline is. We have to be realistic and realize that shit plays out the way that it's supposed to. You can try and hold on and try to control it, or you can let them go, let them do their thing, let it play out how it's supposed to. But in the meantime, nourish it with creativity, patience, determination, drive, consistency. And with that, it'll all play out perfectly. Life tip: learn, grow, and then go. So really just see the vision of who you are, who you want to be. Sometimes I realize that I think so much about my future. I think about my future plans and the things that I ultimately crave and want so bad that I forget to enjoy the present. I forget to remember that I must slow down. I forget to just enjoy this fucking crazy ass ride called life. Life is meant to be lived with risk. Life is meant to take chances on yourself. Enjoy it, grow, make mistakes, learn, live through them, tell the testimony, and do it all day long. Do it all over again. I really realized that I can't rush myself. I can't rush my process, because whatever is out there meant to present itself to me is going to come at the right moment, and it's going to surprise me, and it's going to be beautiful, and it's going to be awesome, and I'm going to love it. And that's what you have to constantly tell yourself. Don't be in such a rush to try and figure everything out. Not everything is meant to be figured out. Life is supposed to confuse us. Life is supposed to challenge us. Embrace the unknown and let your life surprise you. Happy Monday.